Well, you know the reason why it's been done. The only thing really is the question mark is which council is it? The fun-busting London Council that stopped a charity giving out sweets at a children's fun day due to health and safety fears. Step forward to be named and shamed Camden Council. Now, West Hampstead's kindness offensive is supported by, among others, by London's Mayor Boris Johnson. It's a well-established organisation. Everyone working there have had CRB, Criminal Records Bureau, checks. But for Camden Council, that's not enough. They are not allowed to offer their free treats and balloons at a children's event in Hampstead. Firstly, says the council, the adult volunteers could be dangerous. Yes, I'll repeat that, could be dangerous. And the sweets could make the children fat. Now, I think it was it happening later? It's happening today, I believe. The group is visiting age-concerned homes and offering the free treats and uplifting activities to the elderly as part of its free, generous work and week. And to tell us more is David Goodfellow, who's a co-founder of the Kindness Offensive. David, if we may, let's do this chronologically. How long has the Kindness Offensive been going, and why did you set it up?
Good morning. Kindness Offensive has been running since August 2008, and we set it up to have fun with kindness, and because we get a real buzz out of making people smile, and we like clowning around a bit, I guess.
And you are known to the council, and you're known to the mayor, and until now it was a fairly healthy relationship, was it?
Yeah, not only are we supported by Boris Johnson, we're actually supported by the mayor of Camden as well. And over our 2-year period, we've given out millions of pounds worth of stuff, and a lot of that in the borough of Camden. And we've dealt with lots of different children's charities, Action for Children, Great Ormond Street. In fact, last year we gave a toy out to every single child in hospital in London. So the whole thing came as a bit of a surprise to us, really, when they said that we couldn't do anything to make kids happy in Camden.
How is this funded, David, may I ask?
We're very fortunate, actually. We work with a lot of different corporate sponsors. In this particular instance, this event is being sponsored by Green and Black's Fair Trade Organic Chocolate and Thornton's Chocolate and Fruit Farms as well, who have all sent over lots of different stuff, which, as you mentioned, we're going to be doing a string of tea parties today at all different age concern centres around Camden, because, let me clarify this for the listeners, it is okay to have fun with old people, and you can give them chocolate and balloons. That's absolutely fine, but you can't have any fun with children.
So let's get to the heart of that story. Now, we've quite rightly named the generous sponsors and the suppliers. Well done to them. Credit to those 3 companies that you mentioned. Where did it all go wrong, David?
It all went wrong when we contacted Camden Council to find out what was going on for kids during the holidays, really. And they kind of instantly they wanted to know detailed plans about everything, and we tried to explain to them, look, we don't have detailed plans. We want to add ourselves onto the plans that you're already making. So that was the first little kind of hurdle, because they're very, very bureaucratic over there. Let's put it politely. But then we did actually organise to go to a youth club, and the youth club was very, very excited about having us, and the parents are very excited. And obviously the kids love us turning up, because we're like out-of-season's Father Christmases. And so we had a time set, and we still actually have all the stuff set aside for the kids. And then Camden sent out a directive to the youth club saying that we weren't allowed in. So we then phoned up the people at the council, and this is where they kind of started to shift the goalposts a bit. It's a bit like having a conversation with a multi-headed hedra. They started to say, well, it's not about contact, it's about health and safety. And then it wasn't about health and safety, it was about obesity. And then it wasn't about obesity, it was about allergies. And so the list went on, really.
And what do you think it is about, then?
I think it's about this political correctness thing gone amok, really. I don't think let's make this clear, that there's no one person at Camden Council who's a big meanie who's taking chocolates from kids. It's just this kind of mood that's sweeping the country at the moment about political correctness, where individually everyone goes, I personally understand that this is nonsense, but the bigger picture is. But you know what? I don't think there is a bigger picture, because the bigger picture is made up by all of us individuals, and individually we all recognise that this is really silly.
Let me tell you, just lastly, and you'll have seen this already, it's the Ham and High local newspaper that we got this story from, just to show we do love reading all the local papers that our listeners send in. The council say, much as we appreciate the sentiment of what the Kindness Offensive is trying to do, the council has a responsibility to guarantee the health and safety of all children and to take account the views and preferences of all parents. The council spokeswoman goes on to say that some parents allegedly were frightened you'd get the children fat. How do you respond to that?
I say we're bringing healthy options with us. We have stuff with us today on our travels that are one of your 5-a-day fruit and fibre. And the parents are actually quite excited about having us down. I think, to be honest, one person made a decision in Camden, and then the decision got passed around like a hot potato, and they were desperately trying to justify what amounts to a very, very silly decision.
David, where can all my listeners find you later today or in half an hour's time or whatever?
We're going to be at the Age Concern Centres in Euston till about 12 o'clock, having a tea party there, and then we're going to be at the Age Concern Centres in King's Cross. And then after that, we're heading up to Hampstead, round the corner from the Hampstead Community Centre. And if I could just say a little mention to Camden Council, if anyone there wants to have a moment of sanity and give us a call and allow us to go and give these stuff to the kids, we would welcome that call, because we are putting this stuff aside. And if any of the parents from the community centre would like to contact us at the Kindness Offensive website, we will come and personally drop off the treats that the council have deprived the kids of.
Good luck, David Goodfellow, co-founder of the Kindness Offensive. I'm sure you'll find it on the web like that, and good luck with your travels today. You'll have views, I'm sure, on that, or just... not allow, how dare I say that? You can say political correctness gone mad if you choose, but it's a pretty hackneyed old expression, isn't it? But this idea that those twin evils of health and safety, I don't remember quite when I voted for them to take over my lives, and indeed the lives of good blokes like that, and good women indeed, for that matter, who are trying to just help people along, people of age, and the children out there. Let's come back to another conversation about the children, how good or not.
Nick will be talking about the Camden Council banning the charity giving children sweets. Now, this is nothing new. If you remember, a lot of councils last year banned pantomimes throwing out sweets because they stood on stage and threw out the sweets. And they go, no, you could hurt somebody.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I wanted to throw out iron bars and go, well, if we're going to go for it, let's go for it in a big way, shall we?
It is silly, isn't it?
It is. It's health and safety mad in this country.
Mad. It's ridiculous.
Can't do anything at all.
It's going to get worse.
Of course it is. I don't... Are you all right in that seat?
Yeah, I am. I'm
We
perched
should
on
bring
the
in
end.
somebody from health and safety to make sure you push your bottom right to the back of it.
Leave my bottom out of
Sorry,
this.
your bottom is to the back of it. How amazing.
It is. All of it.
There's you sitting on the front of it. 6:15 is the time.